Leonard Bernstein had a special feeling for the music of Gustav Mahler. He tells us why in this concert, and as you watch his face and his gestures as he conducts the music, you can see how deeply he feels for Mahler's music. When he describes the composer and the conductor as two different men locked up in the same body, he's not just talking about Mahler, he's talking about himself. He knew how it felt to be pulled in two directions, and also how it felt to have one's compositions less appreciated than one's conducting. That's probably one reason why Bernstein always fought so hard for Mahler's music, conducting it, recording it, and writing about it. This concert was performed during Bernstein's second season at the New York Philharmonic. He programmed a great deal of Mahler that year to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Mahler's birth and to build the audience's awareness and appreciation of this great music. Times have changed. Today, any symphony audience considers Mahler a major composer, up there with Beethoven and Brahms. Bernstein had an enormous role in making that happen.
Still, I admit it's a problem to be both a conductor and a composer. There never seems to be enough time and energy to be both things. I ought to know because I have the same problem myself. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so sympathetic to Mahler. I understand his problem. It's like being two different men locked up in the same body. One man is a conductor and the other is a composer, and they're both one fellow called Mahler or Bernstein. It's like being a double man. But with him, with Mahler, the problem was much worse even. He was a double man in every single part of his musical life. And today we're going to try and get a picture in our minds of this double man by listening to his music and discovering how the battle between those two different Mahlers inside him made his music come out sounding the original way it does. Now, for instance, you take that happy music we played a little while ago, which was the beginning of his Fourth Symphony. You remember those merry, Christmassy sleigh bells at the beginning? And you remember that lovely, graceful melody that sounds like the happiest sort of Mozart tune? And you remember this other gay tune, which is full of high spirits, like when you whistle, when you feel on top of the world? Well, you might not believe it, but the man who wrote all that jolly stuff was one of the most unhappy people in history. And the reason he was so miserable was exactly because of that battle that was always going on inside him. In this very same symphony, which is so happy and so delightful, every once in a while you will hear this sad, crying voice, the other Mahler's voice, as if his heart were breaking, right in the middle of all that happiness and gaiety, like this part in the third movement of this symphony. Now, is that heartbroken sounding music the real Mahler? Or is it the other happy sleigh bell music? No, they're both Mahler. They're the voices of the two different people inside it.